At this time, we are going to introduce MNU's 2025 Homecoming Court. Winners and crown the 2025 Homecoming King and Queen. Your freshman homecoming prince and princess are Aiden Lair and Akila Hawkins. Aiden is an elementary education major from Shawnee, Kansas. His involvement on campus includes being a member of the MNU football team. Akila is a ministry business major from Pittsburgh, Kansas. She is a member of MNU's cheer team, worship in song team, Havencroft Lunch Buddies, and choir. Give a round of applause for your freshman homecoming prince and princess. Your sophomore homecoming prince and princess are Connor Smith and Hannah Peck. Connor is a computer science and math major from Cimarron, Kansas. He is a member of MNU's Innovation Academy, Intramurals, Spike Ball Club, and a freshman mentor. Hannah is a psychology major, ministry minor from Fort Scott, Kansas. She is a member of the symphonic choir, a Havencroft Lunch Buddies, chapel scanner, and admissions student ambassador. Give a round of applause for your sophomore homecoming prince and princess. Your junior homecoming prince and princess are Gabe Turley and Samara Smith. Gabe is a physical education major from Kansas City, Kansas. He's a member of MNU's band and improv team. Samara is a youth and family minister major with a minor in entrepreneurship from Branson, Missouri. She is a member of MNU's worship and song teams, the improv team, a resident assistant, and women's basketball chaplain. Give a round of applause for your junior homecoming prince and princess. We will now introduce our senior homecoming court nominees. First, we have Grace Burlage and Colton Buell. Grace is a marketing major with a minor in graphic design and business administration from Prosper, Texas. During her time at MNU, Grace has been a softball representative on Association of Student Athletes, Enactus Club president, Delta Mu Delta president, and freshman seminar mentor. Colton is a general ministry major from Bondurant, Iowa. In his time at MNU, he has been a member of Heritage Choir, Improv Team, and ASG, Director of Student Events and Student Body President. Next, we have Graceland Duncan and Britt Price. Graceland is a worship arts major from Kansas City, Kansas. While attending MNU, she has been a part of the Heritage and Symphonic Choir, Apostella Worship Team member, and the student chaplain of the Communications and Hospitality. Brent is a music and ministry major from Newton, Kansas. During his time at MNU, Brent has been a member of the concert and pep band choirs, a class representative, a student advisory board member, admissions student worker, intern at College Church of the Nazarene, and a participant in the theater department. Next, we have Emma Erickson and Colin Downey. Emma is a music major with a double minor in ministry and worship arts from Olathe, Kansas. While attending MNU, Emma has been involved in the chamber orchestra, symphonic and heritage choir, a worship and song team leader, and ASG, director, secretary, and director of student engagement. Colin is a computer science major with a music minor from Burnsville, Minnesota. During his time at MNU, he has been a member of the MNU band and Spike Ball Club. Next, we have Kylia McDormand and Patty Jacobs. Kylia is a psychology major with minors in art and health wellness from Modesto, California. Kylia has served 3 years on ASG as secretary, student body president, and director of student events. She has loved every second of it. Patrick, or Patty, is a physical education major from Raymore, Missouri. While at MNU, he has run cross-country and track and field, a chapel scanner, Go Group co-leader, and ASG, Director of Pioneer Spirit. And lastly, we have Katie Mook, Paige White, and Dante Wheatcroft. Kate is an elementary education and children's and family ministry major from Prairie Village, Kansas. She has been a cheerleader, a resident assistant, a member of Delta Kappa Gamma, and an admissions student ambassador. Paige is a biology major with chemistry minor from Olathe. While at MNU, she's been a member of the weightlifting team, ASA, member, teacher's aide for the science department, and ASG secretary, executive secretary. Dante is an elementary education major from Shawnee, Kansas. He has been a student assistant for the men's basketball team during his time at MNU. Now, here to crown our 2025 Homecoming King and Queen, are MNU's President and First Lady, Dr. John and Faith North. Your 2025 MNU Homecoming King and Queen are Patty Jacobs and Grace Burlage. Congratulations, Patty and Grace. Please give another round of applause for your 2025 Homecoming Court winners. Congrats once again to Patty and Grace. All right, fans, coming up next, it's time for the Pioneer Cheerleading Team. They've been working hard for the past couple of months, bringing the energy, the stunts, and the spirit to fire up your Pioneers all season long. You'll see them at every home football game, every home basketball game, and don't miss their home competitions this winter. These athletes put on a show. Give it up for our cheer team. Led by coaches Evan Knight, Riley Hunter, and Stanley Coates. Make some noise from the 2025-26 MNU Cheerleading Squad.
right, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me through all our various streaming services. I gotta fix my headset. Got all messed up. Jeez. All right, let's go over stats real quick. Individually here, Guile for CMU in the first half, 7 for 12 through the air. Has a total of 28 yards. Took 2 sacks, his longest throw being an 18-yard completion to Slade. Slade, guess what? He has 1 catch for 18 yards. Thomas has 2 for 6. Lomax 2 for 6. And then on the ground, on the ground. Sorry. Jeez, I can't read. Hall has 7 attempts for 50 yards. Slade 1 attempt for 55. He had that real nice carry. It actually was a handoff. You would think it might have been through the air, but nay. Over for the Pioneers, Miller is 8 for 13 with 124 yards and 3 touchdowns through the air. His targets have been Zane Hall, 3 receptions for 67 yards. Gonzalez, 3 receptions, 42 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then Aon Carter, 1 reception for 4 yards and a touchdown. Aldino, also I got to mention for our boy Nick, Aldino, 1 reception for 11 yards. On the ground, Andrews is leading the way, 10 carries for 27 yards. Smith has 4 carries for 23. And then Johnson, 3 for 15. Miller's kept it 3 times himself and run for 17 yards. Andrews also with that 1 touchdown on the ground. As the Pioneers are up 28-3 as we get ready to start the third quarter. See if I can find some fun team stats here. The Pioneers leading the way with first downs, 14 first downs as opposed to only 4 by the Eagles. Rushing attempts, the Pioneers have 20 attempts for 66 yards, 15 rushing attempts for 106 yards for the Eagles. Again, that 55-yard carry leading the way on that one. Pioneers have 8 receptions for 124 yards, 7 receptions on the other side for 28. And let's see anything else that looks like fun. Oh, here's the big one, clearly, because it led to a Pioneer touchdown, even though they did nothing offensively on that drive. Penalties. 2 penalties for 10 yards for the Pioneers. Over on the other side, CMU, 6 penalties for 59 yards in the first half. Yee. You don't want to see that if you're a head coach. You don't want to see that if you're any kind of a coach for CMU, because I bet it gets mentioned in the film room. Just a thought. Third down efficiency, good for the Pioneers, not great for the Eagles. The Pioneers are 6 out of 8 on third down conversions, only 1 for 8 for the Eagles offense. They've been held in check by the Pioneer defense. So we are technically at time. We're ready to get underway. The head coach of CMU is having a discussion with the lead official out darn near midfield. So that is mildly delaying the start. But now the officials are going to blow the whistle and start getting this show on the road. The crowd's starting to get just a little testy, yelling things at the official to get this party started. We got the men's soccer game going on the field above us right now. It's so cool that we can see both. Still 0-0. We have 32 minutes remaining in the first half for Pioneer men's soccer. I should have taken a look to see who they're playing today. I have absolutely no idea who our opponent is. They're wearing dark colors. That's all I know. All right, the Pioneers will receive this kickoff to start the third quarter. They won the toss, elected to defer, so now CMU special teams unit heading onto the field. And we are ready to get this party going. 28-3 is your score at halftime. Pioneers will be looking to just get this thing all to zeros. CMU looking to crawl back in any way they can. Tried a field goal at the last moment of the second quarter, blocked by the Pioneer special teams. So it stays at 3 points for the Eagles. Opening game of the brand new stadium. Homecoming as well. Going well for the Pioneers. And the ball falls off the tee. What an anticlimactic start. Yeah, it is windy down there. I ventured out of the booth at halftime. That wind is howling. What's it say it is? 16? Yeah, it's pretty stiff. And we're underway. Good kick. It's going to be returnable by the Pioneers. Fielded at the 5. Angling up the right side, now cutting back to the middle. Big hole in the middle. Oh, but Carter wrestled down.
Carter on the return for MNU.
That was
25 yards.
Good work by the special teams of CMU, but I think he paid the price. I think Ben Wells was in on that. He comes up holding his arm as he was in on the tackle trying to wrestle Aon Carter down. Ball placed at the 29-yard line. That's where the Pioneer offense is going to take over. And Remaining in the backfield is Devin Andrews. He'll join Miller. Miller has 3 targets to his left. Oh, now one to his right. Came onto the play late. Desmond Williams at the bottom of your screen. Nobody is covering Williams. Now someone runs down there to check him. That was interesting. And now Andrews is going to run right up the middle, breaking tackles. This is a good, strong run. A lot of arm tackles attempted, and all of them were sent away by Andrews, who ran right through him.
Second down and 7.
So 2nd and 3. Pressure comes from the blind side of the quarterback. They hand it off, trying to get away from the pressure, but the CMU defensive line equal to the task. They knock this down for no gain. Actually, loss of 1. Going to bring up a bit of a 3rd and longer situation for the Pioneer offense. Pioneers not huddling, but not in a hurry. Looking to their bench. 3rd and 5. 2 receivers to each side of Miller. Again, so far today, the middle has been open, so you got to see if they're going to try and capitalize on that. Blitz comes. Quick throw to the outside. That's a 1st down. Great catch. Led him a little far, but Desmond Williams able to come up with the catch and gets the 1st down.
Gain of 7 on the play. Good enough for a Pioneer. 1st down.
So they needed 5, got 7. And the drive stays alive as the Pioneers are closing in on midfield. Ball at the 42. Staying with the 4 wide receivers, running back in the backfield, so limited protection for the quarterback, but Miller has been very quick at getting the ball out of his hands today. Pirtle coming across the formation in motion, haven't called his name up much. Tries to get in there and block on the left side, but nothing happens on that play. Loss of 1 on Andrews' carry. And on the carry, keeps the clock moving. And the Pioneers, again, in no hurry. Aldino in motion. Comes across, left side. Add that extra blocker. And now another jet sweep pass to Carter. Carter has it. Trying to turn the corner, now gets wrestled down. Carter was on to something there, but good defense. Brings him down. I do believe it was Derek Kelly Jr. who was able to catch up to him and bring him down. If Carter had been able to turn that corner, he was going to be gone. There wasn't anything else behind them. Into the game for the Pioneers, Zayden Snap. Seen his first snaps as far as I can recall. He goes in motion, moving to the top of your screen. Going to be in the slot position. Good snap. Miller looking left. Pressure comes. Miller takes a hit and incomplete. Carter unable to collect that pass. Hit him in the hands. Kind of went little horizontal to try and come up with it. So Miller takes a hit. Carter can't collect. That brings up 4th down. Pioneers punt unit coming onto the field. So Luke Hardman is your every situation kicker, handling the kickoffs, the extra points, the field goals, and punts. As he will send this one away into the wind. Low snap, able to collect, no pressure comes. Kind of spiraling, not end over end, and caught. That was actually a very dangerous and very good catch by Jalen Joseph. There was nothing easy about what he just did. Kind of laid out to get a hold of it, kept control. And once that ball got up into the wind, it just kind of died on him. So he really had to come forward to get it, and he was already surrounded by the Pioneer special teams. So again, credit where credit is due. Jalen Joseph, heck of a play there. One of those plays that is insanely critical that no one really talks about. Slate goes in motion for CMU, moving to the top of your screen. They're going to hand this off right up the gut. The Pioneers defense. Oh, that ball came out. but I think
Jalen Joseph
Lomax fell right on it.
carry.
Was it Lomax?
Fumble on the play.
Yeah, that was Lomax.
Officials timeout for an injured player.
Oh, someone down for the Pioneers, who's kind of at the bottom of that scrum. I do believe this is Marcos Flores. You definitely don't want that if you're a Pioneers fan. Just taking a look. Flores not among the leaders in tackles today. Usually is. St. Just has 4 tackles today. Jonathan Brown with 2. Madison Thomas with 2. And Dion Burton with 2. Sacks. St. Just has 1. And Vester credited with a sack. Central Methodist has Caleb Justice on that big sack earlier. And very impressive sack by Justice. Drew Miller right now is at 196.8 quarterback rating. That's really good. Jordan Guile is at 77.9. Believe me, there's worse out there. So he's doing all right himself. And Marcos Flores favoring his right leg coming off that field gingerly. Using both athletic trainers for support.
Second down and 5 for Central Methodist from the 30-yard line.
All right, 2nd and 5 for CMU. 4-man front for the Pioneers. Man goes in motion. He goes across. Jones is going to be a zone. Slade is wide open. Beguile's looking the other way, all the way. Everyone's got their heads turned. It's too far for everybody. I believe good no call by the officials. Keep saying Guile. Might be Gile. I might have said this wrong for 2 games now, so I do apologize, CMU.
Jeremiah Smith on the coverage for MNU. From the 30-yard line. It's third.
All right, 3rd down, 3rd and 5 coming up. Oh, they almost got the Pioneers on a jump again. Trying that hard count. Now looking to the sideline. Snapped with 3 on the play clock. They have a man right at the sticks. This is going to come down to placement. I'm quite sure they're going to move the chains. Indeed, they are. Just a very quick throw for the Eagle offense. Worked out well. Someone's helmet came off, so someone's got to leave the field. The chain gang got tangled up on the sideline. Everything is just falling apart here.
Big stop by Dion Burton. First and 10, Central Methodist.
All right, now quickening the pace. It worked well for a drive for CMU in the first half. Here's a run right up the middle. Lomax off to the races. First down and more as he carries us into Pioneer territory on his best carry of the day. So 16 yards credited on that play. And again, that hurry up working well for CMU. Here they go again. Very quick. Lomax right side. Tries to bring it back left. This time he's not going to have nearly as much room. Taken down for, I would say, little to no gain. They're going to give him 2. And the Pioneers need to turn around because they're coming back again. Pioneers have players ready. They're trying to make that substitution, but with this hurry-up offense, not being able to. CMU, they've got some one-on-one coverage down at the bottom. Something to keep an eye on there if they want to take a shot with the wind at their back. And that's where they're looking. No, they go over the middle. Big hit. And minimal gain on that play. That was Dante Lewis with a very nice tackle. So they give them 4 on that play. It's bringing up 3rd down, 3rd and 4. CMU quickly to the line. 2 receivers right. I'd watch a quarterback on a keeper on this one. Trying to draw him off sides. Didn't work. Now has his play from the sideline. One of the running backs is lined up in the tight end position. No, that is their tight end. I'm sorry. He was left side. Quarterback keeper. He's got it. Rolls out and tried to hit the tight end, to which I was just mentioning The ball was a little low, but I will guarantee you that Max Thomas would be the first person to say he should have had that. Instead, it falls incomplete. Bringing up 4th down, and here comes the punt unit for CMU. So Gal, I think he probably could have just run that himself. I think he had enough room. Pioneers defense was all moving left. He was coming back to the right. Instead, tries to hit his tight end, who was wide open. Throw a hair low, falls incomplete. Now we've got Andrews back to collect this punt. Low snap. Kicker with a little rugby roll out there. High one. I would say get away from this, and indeed. Good decision by Andrews. It hops in the end zone out of the back. That's going to be a touchback. So the Pioneer offense is going to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Got 9:04 remaining third quarter. There's still a 28-3 that we started this quarter with. Up on the soccer field, 20 minutes remaining in the first half. Still 0-0 for the Pioneers men. And they play a long ball across. Too long. Out it goes, goal kick. All right, Miller takes a snap. RPO, high pass, dangerous. Boy, off the hands of Hall. If Hall had tipped that up anymore, the safety was going to pick that off. Instead, it falls incomplete on that first down pass attempt. Pioneers trying to throw it into that wind right now. You can see the people along the sideline. Everyone's shirts are blowing. Like, that is a stiff breeze out there. Hard to throw a ball in. Miller going to bring a man in motion. Hall again. Hall turns upfield. They get to Hall. Hall near the first down marker. Crawls forward. Bear crawl, shall we say. And he's going to make this far more manageable third down. It's going to bring up 3rd and short, 9-yard gain. Third and 1, and again, like we said at the halftime stats, the Pioneers have done very well on 3rd down thus far in this game. CMU needs a big stop right here. Showing pressure. They bring it. And Pioneers able to get rid of it to Aldino. And I think he's got the first. Aldino with 2 receptions this game. Nick is going to be so upset that he missed this. And both of them are first down grabs. So with that, the Pioneers move the chains. One of the CMU players just got tripped up in the chains on the sideline. Whoops. Don't let the officials see you get tripped in that. They'll call sideline interference. Don't mess with the chain gang. Pioneers just scored a goal up on the soccer pitch. 1-0 Pioneers. Oh, here's a drive. Whoa, boy. Able to hold on. That was a good carry right there by Sherman Smith. Sherman Smith went through the gap. A CMU player reached out, almost ripped that ball out of his arms. Great upper body strength by Smith. Kept hold of it, goes forward, gets about 6 on that carry. There you go. Miller has his man in motion. Going to try and hit Hall again out of the backfield. Hall's got to make one miss, and he does. Got to make another miss, and he does. Being chased from behind and is taken down. Great recovery by the defender, but a great play by Zane Hall, making 2 people miss on his way into Eagle territory. A first down catch and much more, but nobody's moving. Flag down in the backfield. Dun, dun, dun. What is this?
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Number 21. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Okay, so a face mask penalty. Another personal foul. Moving the Pioneers forward. CMU struggling. Playing within the constraints of the rule book right now, shall we say. A lot of yards given up on penalties. The doors slam a lot in this place. Have you noticed that? A lot of doors slamming. I guess because there's a lot more doors. All right, man in motion. Smith out of the backfield. Empty backfield. Right over the middle. Hall again. Wide open in the middle. Foot race to the end zone. And he gets knocked short. Carter needed to do a little more on that block. Might have freed Zane Hall up. A big collision. And we're going to have a player down for CMU. The collision between Hall and the defender leaves the defender on the turf. He's very far away, and he's wearing green. Hard for me to see the number. But they're going to check on him. He's right along the sideline. Credits to the defensive back, though. He came right off of his block that Carter was trying to throw, and he prevented that touchdown. If I read correctly, that could be Isaiah Gray. If not, it's Carson Evangelist. It was either 38 or 39. Hard to tell from here. And Hall shaking up a little bit, too. He's going to come off the field for this play as well. So Zane Hall, who's been doing a lot of damage for the Pioneers, especially over the middle, going to take a break on this. First and goal for the Pioneers. Ball on the 4-yard line. Two receivers to the right, no one left. Smith remains in the backfield. Low snap. They get it to Smith. Oh, and he is decleated left side. They were able to tackle him high on that. Credit to Andrew Laws. He just snatched Smith right out of the air and said, nope, you're done. You're done right here. Second and goal from the 3. Pioneers have chewed up a lot of clock on this drive. Down to almost just 5 minutes remaining in the quarter. They have really sustained a long, long drive here. Low snap, Miller recovers, up the middle. Touchdown, Pioneers. And this was Sherman Smith. Finally gets rewarded for all of his carries that he did on this drive. And he brings it in for 6. And with that, the Pioneers extend their lead. Another lineman coming off shaken, but he's coming off under his own power. Garrett Davidson, who's doing everything he could to get off the field, but he is shaking up on the sideline there. Trying to walk it off. All right, PAT is lined up. Good snap, good placement. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So Hardman able to knock it through again. Extends the lead 35-3 with 5:01 remaining in third quarter action here in opening day, opening game, opening everything of the beautiful new stadium. The Graffin Reed Field. We're going to have to get used to saying that. Where we're playing right now. It is glorious. I'm trying to look real quick. Okay, so let me see here. Drive started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The 12th play of an 80-yard drive, the Pioneers put in the touchdown. This is correct. They took 4. No, it had to be more than 4:03. But, yeah, that was a long drive. 80 yards, 12 plays. Pioneers using up most of the third quarter for those 6 points. Ready for the kick. And away it goes. High kick angling to the right, taken around the 6. Slade trying to bring it back to the middle. That's not Slade, I'm sorry. No, it is. It is 5. Couldn't tell if it was 5 or 6. And now he's going to be taken down near the 35-yard line, coming all the way across the field, working from left to right. That's a good return. And decent starting field position for the Eagles offense. Again, down 35-3 in the mid-ish stages of the third quarter. Ball's going to be placed at the 35. And the official would like a new ball. This one stinks. I don't want it. There we go. Now he's got a new one. All right, CMU ready to go. Take the ball, hand off, right side. Brought down in the backfield. That is a great solo tackle by Jonathan Brown. Jonathan Brown knocks him down. 1 yard loss on the handoff to Lomax. Lomax is a strong runner, so for that solo tackle, that's good work. So if you see at the top of your screen, there are some bleachers over there. We do actually have a visitor section here, so the visitors hanging out over on the other side, watching their Eagles. Again, not a far drive from Fayette, Missouri. About 2 hours. Dropping back again. Pressure comes. Tried for his man out of the backfield. And I really don't think Guile could see. He had a Pioneer breathing right down his neck. Lance Jones was all over that, and I think he just heaved it towards the sideline and hoped for the best. It was either going to get to Lomax or was going to go to no one in particular. No one in particular worked out all right. So here we go on third down. 3rd and 11, 4:15 remaining. CMU's defense desperately wants the offense to pick up a first here. I don't think they're ready to come back on after that very long 12-play drive. They might want another minute. Guile dropping back. Pressure comes. He's going to run. Pioneers might have him bottled up. He cuts in, and he gets taken down, tackled at the leg. Now he's helped up by the Pioneer defender. He is short of the 4th down marker. Let's see if it's close enough they feel like going for it. They do not. As the punt unit heads out onto the field on 4th and 4th and 4. So the Pioneer defense, good hold right there. And they're going to get the ball back for the offense, up 35-3 in the 3rd quarter. Good snap. Little bobble again by the punter, but he gets one away. Had the wind at his back, so this is a good kick. Going to be taken around the 18-yard line, turned upfield, and now brought down. Maybe 5-yard return on that. Not much. All right, Pioneer offense takes over. Decent-ish starting field position. 23-yard line. And hoping for another very long drive. Take the time off the clock. All right, in the backfield is Devin Andrews on this drive. You know, Sherman Smith, who handled all the carries on the previous drive, did well, took it into the end zone. So now Andrews with Miller in the backfield. Hall in motion. RPO under pressure, thrown. A lot of hand checking going on. No call, as this was out of the reach of Aon Carter. Good matchup between Carter and the defensive back. Brings up 2nd and 10. You know what I haven't done that I should do? Here after this drive, we're going to kick it down to Noah. We're going to ask him a question. I don't even know what it's going to be. We're going to ask him something. Aldino in motion. Run up the middle. Just into a wall. So Andrews, nowhere. Actually a loss. Brings up 3rd in a really long way.
3rd and 14.
So 3rd and 14 coming up for the Pioneers. Play clock down to 10, taking their time. Wouldn't even be surprised if they run this. Or just a little pass. Nope, over the middle. And tipped away. Good defense by the Eagles. Knocked away by Matthew Higginbottom. Or Higginbotham. Either which way. However he pronounces it. Well done. Knocks the pass away. Brings up 4th down. Noah, reach for your microphone.
Luke Hartman into punt.
What are you hearing down there? You're right in front of the bench. You've been next to the coach for a minute now. What's going on the sideline?
Yeah, they were just telling him to keep your foot on the pedal. Like, this is a big game, first game in the stadium. Don't let go. You know, it's easy to when it's 35-3. Just let your foot off the pedal. So they just keep pushing, keep playing hard.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Boy, they might have gotten a piece of that punt, just a little fingertip. That came out wonky. And so this is going to be good starting field position for the Eagles offense. As, I don't know, Hardman either shanked it or someone got a fingertip on it. I'm inclined to think they got a fingertip on it the way that came out on the punt. So the ball's going to be placed still in Pioneer territory. Ball at the 46-yard line. So the Eagles might be on to something here with some really solid field position. Pioneers got their four linemen along the line of scrimmage. 3 linebackers, everything else defensive back. Dropping back, looking over the middle. Boy, everybody was falling over on that play. So pass intended for Truce. I think it was way behind the target. Smith with the coverage, and again, I'm not exactly sure where that ball was supposed to go, but it didn't make it. 2nd and 10. The ever-dangerous Slade at the bottom of your screen now goes in motion, and now they're going to hand it off. And the Pioneers are all over this one, no gain or minimal. This is Christian Hall with the carry. And no gain. 3rd and 10 coming up. So, and the Pioneers men's squad put another one in the back of the net. 2-0 Pioneers men's squad. 6:45 remaining. I love that I can see both of these. This is great. I need to look up more when I see the goal, but you know, I'm kind of watching the football game. You know, I get the feedback in my ear whenever he does the really long 3rd down call. That's what I'm noticing. When the PA guy goes nuts, the feedback comes in my ear. Dropping back, rolling. He's not going to have room to take this forward, and now smartly, wisely, out of bounds. The quarterback just takes it down, doing a little jawing with the Pioneer bench. Frustration. So technically a sack because he was escorted out of bounds for a loss. Another sack for the Pioneer defense. You'll take the stat every time.
Devin Andrews back deep for the Pioneers.
Good snap. Ooh, Pioneers brought the heat this time. Not able to get to him though. Good punt. Big hop. Oh, a little turnabout, fair play. Oh, wait. That's got to be a touchback, right? Half of them's in the end zone. Nope, they're going to say he touched it down at the 1. So the Pioneers had all the success in the first half with placing the ball on the punts, pinning CMU back deep not once but twice. And now turnabout is fair play as the Pioneers are going to be pinned deep in their own territory. Ball placed at the 1 after that punt. Boy, inside the 1. Wow. Tip of the ball is almost on the goal line. So the Pioneers are going to have a long way to go here.
1st and 10 for MNU inside the 1.
Zayden snap at the top of your screen. Expecting something big. Maybe not on this play. Pioneers are going with an offset eye, and whoopsies. False start on the Pioneers. We're going to lose half an inch. Unless maybe a defender jumped, but I sure didn't see it. I think this is going to be all Pioneers as most of the right side of the line moved on that hard count. Not even a hard count. Yeah, mistakes were made. A lot of discussion being had by the officials on what should be a pretty routine offside call. student section starting to lay it on them. As the Zebras are right there by the students. I don't even know where the head official is. Where's the guy in the hat?
Offsides. Defense. Number 44.
Offside defense. Woo! Okay. Yowzers. Andrew Laws, the defensive lineman, called on that offside, so the Pioneers get bailed out and moved out to the 5-yard line. If you're a Pioneer fan, you'll take that all day. If you're an Eagle fan, thinking, what do we got to do to have a flag called on the other guys? Those are pretty big 5 yards right there. Smith remains in the backfield, as does Johnson. So dual running backs in the backfield with Miller. Both a little offset. Smith goes out. Johnson, handoff. No, RPO. Ooh, dangerous. Carter got tangled up with his defensive back. Good no call there. But the ball goes sailing where Carter was supposed to be and not where he was. Going to bring up 2nd and 5. Carter's been having a hard time getting going today. Man, let's see. Ooh. There we go. Okay, I had to see the right number there. Kamari and Ferguson has done a very good job on Carter. They have matched up well against each other. It's been a lot of single coverage. So he's been holding his own down there. You guys are now on the near side of your screen. Miller hands off. And just a run up the middle. That actually loses a yard. And going to bring up a 3rd down situation. Long to go.
Correction. Sherman Smith on the carry. Loss of 2 yards. 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7. The Pioneers are still real deep in their own territory, inside their own 5-yard line now. Not where you want your punter to have to try and send one away. Picking up this 1st down here would be huge, but they're in a bad spot on the field. Empty backfield. Miller all alone back there unless Smith joins him in a moment. They got to hurry. They're down to 5 on the play clock. 3, 2, 1. Oh, and they get the snap off. They're going to try that jet. Smith is in the end zone, and he's in trouble. That's a safety. They tried that jet sweep again, that little touch pass. Tried it this time to Smith. He never got out of the end zone. That is 2 points and a safety to CMU. No, I want to know what you're hearing down there after that. That could not be what they wanted. Wait, what are you hearing right quick from the bench?
Wait.
Oh, hold on, an offside?
5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
All right, well, that's negated. There was a penalty. 5-yard penalty bails the Pioneers out. I'm still sticking with you, Noah. What are you hearing? Because that still wasn't right.
Yeah, they were really disappointed. Right? The O-line just kind of felt tired, and the Zebra kind of had up. Like, yeah, no, we're going to call this. So who knows what's happening? It's a guess for all of us.
Okay. Well, again, the Pioneers, thank you, Noah, but the Pioneers bailed out by another defensive penalty, which makes it a lot. So they keep this drive alive. It's still 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Hall in motion. Miller, snap was a little iffy, but he's able to collect. A run right up the gut. I don't think he made it. Nope, yard short. 1 yard gain, 1 yard short. And so we have halftime on the men's soccer pitch. 2-0 in favor of the Pioneers. The officials placing the ball, maybe even asking for measurement. I don't think so. This is definitely short. And they are going to ask for measure. Measurement. Okay. Still going to be 4th and short.
Special thanks to our game day sponsor, Olathe Ford Lincoln, where they specialize in market value products.
Pioneers now up to 3 sacks on the day. We have St. Juice with 1, Vester with 1, and Woodyard with 1. That was big on that last drive, that run out of bounds. Kind of ended that drive. We're going to end the 3rd quarter with this measurement, I do believe. They're already starting to flip the field, are the players. We got trivia. Who's the all-time scoring leader in Midwest Nazarene University football history? Oh, and they all just disappeared. Oh, well, Christian Casillas. He was just honored at halftime. We knew that. I just didn't get a chance to read it fast enough. You're still looking. This looks short to me, but I do have a bad angle on it. And now with a little chain readjustment, now it definitely looks short. It is going to be short by the nose of the ball. And so now they're going to bring it all the way down to the other end to get the ball marked. Oh, the technicalities of officiating. And we are at the end of the third quarter. 35-3 is your score. Pioneers with the one lone touchdown in the third quarter. CMU desperately wanting to stop. Again, we're going to have fourth and mere inches. Will the Pioneers go for it, or will they elect to punt the ball away? If they punt the ball, with the flipping of the field, they will have this strong breeze at their back. That is helpful, but you would imagine still CMU would start with some decent field position. If they elect to go for it, then it keeps their drive alive. If they don't make it, then CMU's already on the doorstep. A lot going on here. A lot going on. All right, the Pioneers can now see just how short they are, and it is a matter of inches. After getting the ball officially measured, the officials will enjoy their beverages in between quarters. Both teams ready to get back on the field, though. Hot day, hot for October. So the officials, I'm sure, needing their drinks as well. Pioneers going for it. No, they're not. I lie. I have a corner here where I'm a little blind. I didn't see the punter standing back there. No, even on fourth and very short, the Pioneers are going to elect to punt this away. Hardman in the end zone. He's not at the back of the end zone. He's got a little bit of wiggle room there. And the pod of zebras conferring at the top of your screen, far side of the field for me. Not sure what they're discussing. Both sides are ready in their punt formations. CMU's expecting a big punt here. Even though he's kicking from the end zone, return man is back on the other side of the field on the 45. If Hardman can get a leg into this one, it's going to go. Even the players are like, come on. All right, we're ready to go. The officials have blown the whistle. Hooray. Pioneers need a good snap. They've got it. Kick is away, but that's a decent kick. Angling towards the side. Great Pioneer bounce, and it's going to go out of bounds. Let's see where they say this left the field at the 45. So a 55-yard punt for Hardman. That's a good punt. Coming off of his foot. Didn't look so solid, but it just kept going. The wind, very forgiving when it's at your back like this. So CMU is going to start this drive 5 yards deep in their own territory. And CMU came in today. They are 2-3 on the season. So barring a complete Pioneer collapse, they will drop to 2-4. Pioneers will improve to 5-1. CMU is on their Kansas turn right now. Now I know they've got 2 home games, but they're playing all 3 Kansas teams in this month. Starting with MNU here in Olathe, then they're at home with Benedictine and Baker. Both of those schools, Kansas schools. Here's a short pass. Woo. Sliding to a stop was Jalen Joseph. Not able to turn forward as his footing was a little unsure there. So not much happening on that play, but a pass in completion. 1 yard gain. You almost look like a hockey player doing kind of a hockey stop there. Now dropping back, automatic rollout to the left. Looking, throws towards the sideline. Completed. And short of the first down marker by 2 yards. Going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Eagle offense. Joseph again with the completion. And they've gone into that hurry up. They've gone into the hurry up offense, so watch the run here. Pioneers again almost jump. Another hard snap, and now look to the bench. Yep, they've got a pattern. Pioneers know it too. There's the snap, silent snap, and there's the run. Able to get through initial contact. Initial contact would have had him down short, but going forward is Hall. He has enough carry for the first down. What was that? Yeah. And again, quickly to the line. 3 to the right of the quarterback. Tried the hard count, nothing doing. Tried again without the snap, now to the bench. Now probably is silent. Let's see. He went silent last time. Let's see if they do it this time. Yep. Here's a run up the middle. This is Hall again. He's near the first down marker. And marked a yard short. So not quite a first down, but again, hurry. Now, noticeable limp by the quarterback. He was kind of grabbing at his hammy after that play, and then went limping to the line. They're going to give it to Hall again. He's wrestled down, no gain. Going to bring up 3rd and 1. The Pioneers risking it with this hurry up. They're sending in players. They want to make a substitution. And CMU doing the same, so the Pioneers getting their jumbo out there on this 3rd and 1. Look at this. CMU's lining up with the tush push. A little brotherly shove. Second effort's going to have to get it because first sure didn't. Good luck spotting this one. As a very lifelong Chiefs fan that I have been, again, I've lived here forever, I hate the tush push. Hate it. So no gain. They're going to say his forward progress was stopped. No gain on that 3rd down carry. Now it is 4th and 2. Yeah, 2 yards seems like a long way to try the tush push. 4th and 2, now they're going to spread out. Watch the quarterback keeper on this one. I know Giles got some legs to him. Well, unless he did come up with that hammy. They're going to fake the sweep. Hand it off left side. Holes wide open. Great tackle by the Pioneers defense. They get the first down, but the touchdown is saved. All right, even the PA announcer said that was a nice open field tackle. That was Ladislaw James. Dropping back, looking right, throwing right to his man out of the backfield. Pioneers defense is there. First man misses, but not the second two. Knocked down for minimal gain, 1 yard. And I, as a guy sitting in a booth, certainly have no position to besmirch a coordinator for another team, but the offensive coordinator for CMU might want to dial something up. The dink and dunk, they're running out of time here, unless you're just going to keep running your offense. And I get that. That's fine, too. It's 35-3. But if you want to get something on the board, it's time to hit the gas. 10:40 remaining in the ballgame. Dropping back. Maybe this is it. Pump fake. Now he's going to go. Makes one man miss. Quarterback on the move. And now gets taken down. Ooh, that was an awkward tackle. Is he okay? Yes, he is. He did not go into any kind of a slide, so he was fair game. Kind of got hit high and low. Spun to the ground, and he's hurt. He's looking to his sideline. Yeah, he's definitely got something going on, but he's staying in there. So 3rd down, 3rd and 3. Well, 3rd and 2. Lomax in the game. Lomax has been pretty bottled up. And they might hand it to him here to get those tough yards. Nope. Dropping back. Pressure comes. Automatic quarterback draw. Forward. There's the slide. And that's well done. First down and plenty more. Ball inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 9, and here comes that hurry up. CMU and their hurry up offense. Guile dropping back, looking right. Now comes back left, steps forward, and he's going to be wrapped up. And this will be a sack. He's going to lose a couple yards on that play. So Brown with the stop, credited with the sack. Even though Guile was going to run, it was his intention to run, he was still brought down behind the line. No urgency by the CMU offense. Going in and out of that hurry up, but right here, after that sack, you think maybe, I don't know, maybe we could put something in, get some momentum back right quick, but no. 3 receivers to the left, nobody to the right. Lomax remains in the backfield. Lomax going out left, into the flat, high pass. And that kind of split 2 targets. Not sure if he was going for Joseph or Lomax. It was kind of in between the both of them. Lomax didn't have his head turned around, so I'm inclined to think it was Joseph. Incomplete it goes. Dangerous pass as there were Pioneers in the area. But 3rd and goal now from the 11. Yeah, they have got to turn the PA announcer guy down because people are still holding their ears every time he does that 3rd down thing. Volume control, still an issue in the new stadium. All right, here we go. Big 3rd down play right here. Guile dropping back, has a man in the flat. Don't want to go to him, goes to the end zone, short. And Guile hit as he throws. And now helped up by his lineman. Intended to Joseph, but it was short. Got to him on a hop. 4th down from the 11-yard line. And Guile's hurt. He's just ready to get out of this drive. Has his play, though. They're going for it here on 4th down, and why wouldn't you? Ball's on the 11-yard line. Three receivers left, 1 right. Watch the design quarterback keeper on this. Dropping back, play blown dead. False start on the offense. Unfortunate timing for them. That is Jalen Joseph, so the wide receiver gets the flag for the false start. Don't see that often. But we did here. So now with that being pushed farther back, the field goal attempt is on the way. I think they said this is 34-yard attempt. Good snap, good placement. The kick is up, and that looks no good. That puppy hooked left. And again, the footing thing is kind of an issue here as Salgado, I think his plant leg slipped out. He ended up down on a knee after that swing and follow through. And maybe he slipped a little approaching the ball. Definite possibility. Either which way, we remain 35-3 with 8:29 remaining in the ball game. Pioneers take over on offense with the ball at the 20-yard line. All right, Miller remains in the game at quarterback. He's going to have 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. 2 running backs stay in the backfield with him. Miller's going to keep it. Designed rollout right. Pressure comes. Throws downfield. Has Carter and overshoots. Trying to get Carter right along the sideline. Little too much mustard on that pass. Falls incomplete. Would not have been a surprise at all if Miller was hoping to maybe run that. But good work by CMU, forcing him to throw it down the field to Carter. And the only reason I would think that is just because of where we are in the game. With 8:23 remaining, you want the clock moving. Man in motion for the Pioneers. This is Gonzalez. All receivers at the top. Quick throw out to Gonzalez. Defense is there. Wide receivers couldn't hold their block. It's going to be lucky if this is no gain. If not, it's a loss of 1. So no gain on that. 3rd and 10 for the Pioneers offense, which has gone nowhere quickly. Pioneers down to 10 on the play clock. Have the snap, dropping back. Pressure comes over the middle and missed. Had a wide open man in Desmond Williams. And Miller, I'm sure, would like that back. There was pressure in his face, and he overshoots his target. So with that, it's 4th down. Hardman's going to come on to punt this ball away.
Luke Hardman back to punt for MNU.
So Hardman hopefully again can put a leg into this one, pinning the Eagles deep in their own territory. It's got to go a long way. And the Pioneers are a player short. Oh, boy. And the Pioneers are going to have to use a timeout due to a personnel shortage. A personnel situation. I would not want to be the one guy that didn't run on the field because everyone on the field was yelling at him. Maybe he wasn't paying attention. I don't know, but I don't want to be that guy. So we got 7:40 remaining. The Pioneers have to burn a timeout. Fortunately, it's unlikely to matter coming down to the conclusion of this game. 35-3 with 7:40 remaining. Boy, this thing's getting crackly. I wonder if this thing, maybe that microphone is what's causing problems. Ooh, that might have been it. All right. Nope. Oh, God, ow, what was that? Oh, it's those things. Maybe that's what keeps giving me the crackle. That one was loud. Yeah, I'm getting feedback from that. Okay, mystery salt. Yeah, must be all this stuff going on in here. We got microphones and I'm right next to a coach with a headset. Yeah, that might be why I'm so staticky. But yeah, I am in our new booth. I am directly next to the MNU coaches, and like I've got a guy right on the other side of the glass. What a punt! Holy cow! And a roll. Look at that puppy go. Wow. 74-yard punt. Ball down at the 23-yard line. Hardman put a charge into that one, and the wind helped immensely. So the Eagles thought maybe, just maybe, they'd have some decent starting field position, and Hardman said, nay, you shall not have good starting field position. Go back to your own side of the field. What is this thing they're playing? Sounds like an alien invasion. All right, the Eagle offense back on the field. Their last drive ended with a field goal attempt that was no good, wide left. And now here's a run, big hole up the middle. And he is off to the races, one to beat, now pushed out of bounds. Great run on first down by Shakur George. On one play, the Eagles are right at midfield. All right, Noah, I see you down there. You don't have to reach for your microphone, but I want to know what are the coaches saying about this hurry up when you get a chance? Because CMU keeps going in and out. Hey, watch that player. He came right at your feet.
Yeah, they're encouraged by it. They coming into the game that it wasn't something that they saw in the film very often, so they're a little intrigued by it, but they're keeping reminding their guys be ready for a snap count because they're going to try to do that when they do the quick huddles.
Yeah. All right, thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got to love it. We got Noah. Noah is like right there next to the coaches in front of the bench, which is why you can hear so well, hear all the action, everyone yelling, run. So it is awesome that we have the capability to do this. So that brings up a third down, third and short situation, just 2 yards away from the first down. Actually, that'd be 1 yard away. Math is fun. 3rd and 1 for the Eagle offense, and what I imagine is 2 down territory, barring a loss of yardage. 3 receivers left, nobody right. Running back remains in the backfield. Quarterback has legs, may use. Nope, handoff. Trying to stretch wide in a world of trouble. Now free and taken down. That was a lot of running to, well, maybe. No, a lot of running for no gain. That was a heck of a run. All the credit in the world to Shakur George. A lot of east-west action, did not lead to any yardage north-south. So 4th and 1. No hesitation in the Eagles offense. They remain on the field. Watch the design quarterback keeper. 2-step drop run right up the middle. Nope, they're going to hand it off. And George is there. Oh, boy, this is all going to come down to placement. Where did the official see it? And they're going to move the chains. Boy, no hesitation from the official. He ran in, saw it, and said, nope, we're good. Move the chains. So it wasn't by a lot, but Shakur George able to get the first down, keeping the Eagles drive going. We're now 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 5 minutes remaining. Up on the soccer pitch, 41 minutes remaining in that game. 2-0 still in favor of the Pioneers. CMU dropping back. Throw over the middle, tipped, but the receiver still able to come down with it. Whoa, and upended on the far side. Except that is a knee right to the head. So Thomas with the completion, but I think his knee just knocked Jeremiah Smith for a loop. Smith came in at the knees, at the thighs for the tackle, and I think as he elevated, Smith clipped him right in the helmet. And yeah, that is a knockout right there. And if you're close to Olathe, all the remaining Chick-fil-A sandwiches are now marked down to $2 at the concession stand. So by all means, go get yourself a Chick-fil-A sandwich. All right, they're going to help Smith up, and ooh, those are some wobbly baby giraffe legs. So he's going to leave the field under his own power, now at a jog. One of those, it didn't hurt, it didn't hurt, it didn't hurt. No, it hurt. So he goes directly to the trainer's table, and he shall be evaluated.
First and 10, CMU.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagle offense, 4:32 remaining. The official having a word with the quarterback, Guile. Well, there we go, now we got to figure it out. Don't know what that was. Low snap, Guile's able to handle it. Handoff, not much doing there. Minimal gain, I think they're maybe going to give him a yard, if that. That snap was dangerous, almost didn't make it to the quarterback. So George knocks him down for no gain, is knocked down. All right, the Eagles heading out. All the receivers on the right now. Tight end on the left side of the formation. Running back remains in the backfield. Low snap again. Handled. They go to the tight end. And now flag comes in. This is kind of in the area of anything. I don't think it's a hold. Something in the back, on the back end of the play. On the Pioneers, it looks like.
Foul, hands to the face, defense, number 92, half the distance to the goal, first down.
So a personal foul, hands to the face. A personal foul finally gets the Pioneers. This is Austin McFadden. They go half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down. And let's see, they're going to place the ball just a couple inches inside the 10-yard line. So great field position now for CMU as they are on the doorstep. 1st and goal. Ball on the 9-yard line. Man in motion coming down the formation. They're going to toss it to him. Jet sweep for them. He's got speed, but not able to get the edge is Slade as he is knocked out of bounds. See if they're going to give them anything on that carry. Maybe one. They gave him one. 2nd and goal. Now from the 8. Petusik credited with the tackle.
2nd and goal from the 8.
Watch that slant. Their slot man's left open right now because the Pioneers are showing pressure. If he just slants in on the blitzer, that's an easy touchdown. We shall see. Dropping back. Nope, they run a fade instead. Over the middle, they've got a man. Pioneers close and knock that down. Had a man streaking underneath. That was Dakota Troost, who was just running the drag underneath. Gets the pass, but the Pioneers quickly off their blocks, knock him down. Minimal gain. 3rd down, ball at the 6. So all that for only 2 yards. Big play coming up for the Pioneers defense. You know the Eagles want to get this in the worst way. dropping back, looking right, still looking right, over the middle, knocked away. Pioneers defense able to tip the pass.
Giles pass broken up by Lester Johnson.
And Lester Johnson credited with breaking that up. I don't know how the PA guy can know that because his jersey's bunched up. I can't read that number, but okay. So here we go, 4th down. Eagles offense remains on the field. Ball on the 6-yard line, 4th and 6. They got to make a touchdown here. Quarterback with it, dropping back, looking right, throws right, has a man and knocked away. Might have been an ill-advised pass. Yeah, Guile having a nice long word with Austin McFadden, and he gets pushed. Guile gets pushed backwards by his own man. So just a little frustration boiling over by the quarterback after that one. So that's a turnover on down. Ball is on the 6-yard line with 2:02 remaining in this ball game. When the ball game's done, give me just a second for all the stats to go final. I'll bring you the quick into-game stats and then send you on your way for the rest of your Saturday. Pioneers going to the next QB, who's going to throw one over the middle. He's got Zane Hall. Hall over the middle has been pretty automatic today. And this is Seth Dazzett. Dazzett able to connect on his first attempt.
2-minute timeout.
And now we're at the 2-minute warning. Mr. Sideline Reporter, I see you're grabbing your earpiece there. What are you hearing down there? What about this quarterback change?
Yeah, they're really excited about it. Freshman Seth comes into the game. Everybody loves him, and they're all hyped about his first complete career. So it's a great moment for this, but also a great moment for this young guy.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So his first career completion right there. Beautiful. That's good stuff. We'll see how many more they give him here. Now that we're under 2 minutes, 2-minute warning is over with 1:56 remaining in the ball game. Pioneers up 35-3. You think we're going to get a steady diet of runs at this point, but we shall see. They might want to get Dazzett going. Let him air it out a little bit. They do not pay me to make that decision. I just have to sit up here and talk about it. Like I said earlier, the Eagles of Central Methodist, they're doing the Kansas swing even though they're home for 2. Next week, y'all got Benedictine. It's your homecoming against Benedictine. I wish you the best of luck. I'm 100% rooting for CMU in that matchup. Good luck, gents. All right, the Pioneers ready again with Dazzett under center. And they're going to roll him out. Completes it to the back. He's now 2 for 2, even though there wasn't much doing on this one. This was to DeJuan Tolbert. Tolbert listed as a wide receiver. He's lined up as a running back. As for the Pioneers, our next game is October 18th, so we've got a bye week next week. And then on the road at Baker. So we are at Baker in Baldwin City. Always a tough matchup. So make sure you tune into MNUsports.com to get all the inside information on that one. Oof. Our next home game, October 25th, against number 1 Grandview University. So, big dog is coming to town on October 25th. Number 1, and they've been number 1, I believe, all season. Here's a run up the middle for the Pioneers. Just get that clock moving as we're down to 1 minute remaining. So you can do a few things. You can come out here on October 25th and cheer on your squad against the mighty Grandview Vikings, I believe. Or you can tune in and listen to us talk about it. Nick will be back, so Nick and I will bring you all the action and do everything we can against the number 1 team. I mean, we'll do everything we can short of suiting up. That wouldn't help at all. Clock down to 30 seconds. Pioneers are going to get a delay of game here. Ooh, I guess they got the playoff in time. Here's a run by Tolbert, right side. And he is brought down, and that should do it for this ball game. With 15 seconds remaining, everything is done. Your final score from I knew I was going to mess it up. DeGraff and Reed Field here at the new complex for Mid-America on campus. Your final score from Olathe, MNU 35 and CMU 3. All right, let's go. Boy, the stats went final quick. Let's go over them right quick. Quarterback for CMU, this is Gile. I hope I wasn't saying it wrong the whole time. 17 for 30 for 79 yards. He was sacked 4 times. Completion percentage was 56.7%. His targets, he didn't have many, but he had Thomas with 5 receptions for 32 yards. Slade, 2 receptions for 20 yards. Joseph, 3 receptions for 14 yards. Truce, 2 for 8. Lomax, 2 for 6. And then Wright, 1 for 2. Rushing-wise, Hall led the way, 12 carries for 72 yards. Slade, 1 for 55. Shakur, 6 for 31. Lomax, 7 for 26. Then Lomax had 1 fumble, but he fell right on top of it and recovered. Over for the Pioneers, we had 2 quarterbacks today. Miller led the way, 15 for 27. He had 193 yards and 3 touchdowns, only sacked 1 time. His completion percentage was at 55%. And then Dazzett comes in for some time at the end, 2 for 2, with 20 yards through the air, his longest being 19. Receiving-wise, Zane Hall led the way, 7 receptions for 137 yards. He had himself a day. Gonzalez, 4 receptions for 42. Aldino, 2 for 15. Carter, 2 for 9. And then Williams, 1 for 9. Tolbert, 1 for 1. Whoa. All right, I see down on the field, we've got the coach ready to join us. Let's kick it to the field.
Congratulations, Coach, on your first win this year. How does it feel to get the first win in this new stadium?
I mean, it feels amazing. First of all, look at the crowd that's here at MNU Stadium. How about that? Yeah, let's clap it up for that. No, I'm just proud to get to be a part of this. I know this has been important for a lot of people for a long time, and we're just fortunate to be down here and to get to be a part of it and get that win.
Yeah, what does this win mean to you? Not just the homecoming first game, but also a dominant victory again.
It just means our players executed the game plan. They came out here and they did a good job. You know, Central Methodist is a good team. And our guys just came out here. They were focused. They were able to kind of block out some of the noise and festivity of homecoming and focus on their job. And they did it, and they executed. And really, they did a great job. The assistants did a great job. I mean, they get all the credit. It was an awesome game.
Thank you, Coach, and congratulations on another win.
Thank you.
We're good. Okay. I didn't know we were doing that one. Sorry, I had to kick it down there for the coach. Not sure I left off. Oh, rushing for the Pioneers.